It's a Dallas World Aquarium. Aquarium entrance has this really cool Zen garden. Got lots of plants. Going up the little incline. Got a little rock fountain. Some little tiki mystic statues stuff. Birds of paradise. There's a birdie up there. One of the workers in there cleaning. That's actually pretty cool for an aquarium to have this type of stuff. A couple more birds up there. Continuing along. Steamy. It's really cool, you know, to get all the birds inside. I don't know if that's a wild bird. Got some big giant fish. Honestly, I think that was a wild bird that just flew inside here for some grub. It's hard to know for sure. Our ticket window, just a moment. A couple of Victorian crown pigeons. Those are huge. Wow. Who knew pigeons could get this big, yeah? These little fuzzy guys are tree kangaroos. Sorry about the reflection on the glass, but yeah, I think a little better view. So that's pretty cool. I was having breakfast. Big thing at the bottom here is a shoebill stork. Got some blue penguins. Another guy frolicking in the water. Hey everybody, Tom here for Beyond Walt Disney Planet. I am at the Dallas World Aquarium, Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be checking this place out. I showed you a little bit of the exterior, the queue line, so to speak, coming in. Already saw a couple other animals right outside the main entrance. Now, there are multiple school groups here right now, so it's going to be a little crowded and maybe noisy at times, so please keep that in mind while we go explore this place together. Let's go! Right up the stairs from the main entrance, it's called Cafe Maya. They're not open at the moment, they're getting set up. But right outside the windows, you can see the flamingos. Get a really good view of this from this vantage point. There's little birdies in here. Got several different birds in this enclosure. Got a giant anteater.
That's a lot of ants to put in there.
Giant anteater.
Does he eat anything else? I don't know.
That big bushy tail.
Yeah.
Place is like a giant rainforest. Multitude of birds and other animals. Big high enclosure. Now I know what you're thinking. What does all this have to do with an aquarium? But I will get to that part a little bit later. Our cotton top tamarins. Again, I apologize for the reflection on the glass. The cute little monkey in the tree. He's enjoying everybody looking at him. Little guys here called Pygmy Marmosets. Really, really quick. They're cute little birds. What's up, baby? Hi. Lots of coloring on them. Yellow and orange and white and brown. What's up, sweetheart? Got a sloth up in this tree. It's like the front view of them. Just hanging out. Fuzzy little guy is called an Emperor Tamarin. Got that fancy white mustache. What's up, baby? Numerous trails and small animal enclosures. So these birds up here on top of the tree. Bright orange plumage. Once you purchase your ticket, you get this little booklet that gives you all the information about the aquarium and all the many animals. So the area that we're in right now is called the Orinoco Rainforest. And we're in the canopy, which is level 3. There's where all these little animals are that I've already shown you. There's multiple levels. We'll go down each level, and eventually we'll come to the actual aquarium part. The crocodile's down below. The one with his mouth open. The other one right next to him. It's called the Andean cock of the rock. Here, came a little closer for me. Thank you, bird. 3 different species of cock of the rock birds in here. You got guanin, Andrian, and scarlet. Another view of the crocodile. One on the left using the one on the front of it as a pillow. Now he's got his mouth open. Look, come in my mouth, fish. The fellow is called a dying poison frog. D-Y-E-I-N-G. This nice little lizard here in the water. Oh, the caiman lizard. That's a yellow banded poison frog. Man, all these poison frogs in the rainforest. Who knew? Now all around there's touch screens for the different exhibit areas. You touch it and it tells you the different areas, what animals are around. Sorry, I got a big tree branch right in my head. See, like frog exhibit to your left and golden lion tamarin exhibit to the right. We'll be seeing that in just a moment. Double yellow-headed Amazon parrot. If you look into the water, there is a green anaconda. You can see his body along the back. And right up here, you can see his head right along the top of the water. It's right there. Again, there's a lot of reflection, so it makes it a little difficult to see. But you can see his body. Now, anacondas are not always in the water, so he's got some climbing area as well, or slithering area, I should say. It's a dwarf caiman. You can see his head sticking up out of the water. Better view of the crocodiles. His mouth open, saying ah. Those pearly whites. This is an electric eel. Finally something with water, yeah. Electric eel, man. Have one of these for a pet, you never pay a power bill again. Got some polka dot stingrays, aptly named. These long fish are called silver arowana. See the swan, black-headed swan. You got the waterfall. Couple more little monkeys. An Antillean manatee. These are RO-side neck turtles. Fork snout catfish. The turtle swimming by. What's up? Fork snout catfish. They're all fish from Indonesia. There's coral. So all moving. So I told you to be aquarium part of this place. Fish from Japan.
Please tell me what these things picking up the dirt. Well, I don't know.
It's a fish tunnel. It goes all the way up and around. Wow, this big one. Really colorful fish. Little owl. This area is kept very dim. There are various exhibits with like scorpions, ocellated moray eel. Got a saw-billed shark. Got a couple of them. This place is much bigger than it looks on the outside. Multiple floors for different exhibits. Really cool setup. Some seahorses. Kind of shy, I guess. Another big one. Two more little bitty guys. Got the bearded lizard. Couple owls. Woohoo! These guys swimming by are called lockdown fish. And this was a Rooster Hogfish. This is the second side of the big rainforest. It's separated by two distinct areas, going up and down stairs and down little hallways. And so the first area was called Orinoco Rainforest, and the second area is called Mundo Maya. You get a rather nice view of the flamingos that I showed you earlier at the beginning of my video. Alright, the habitat down below is for the Jaguar. Now he's got plenty of room to climb. You can actually see him up here at the top. It's right there. Again, I apologize for the shakiness. The closer I am, it's really hard to hold it steady. But that is the Jaguar. These are the Caribbean flamingo. Best view yet. It's the top view of the shark tube that I went through. Your sawbill sharks. And these guys are called red rump agati. An ocellated turkey. It's a little better view of the Jaguar. You can see his head napping. So the Morlet's crocodile.
Kind of hard to see.
Another one on the other side. You know, it might be really difficult to see because of low light, but these are bats flying around. So it's kept at, pretty dark to mimic the caves that they normally live in. See a stingray. This is a brown shark. Another view of the stingray. Yes, I'm back in the shark tunnel. See, black-footed penguin. Right up there is the entrance. The penguins floating in the water up above. Got a white-crested toraco. You can see this place has a multitude of different types of animals, arachnids, not just water creatures. Nice good view of the penguins. Bird is called a blue-bellied roller. Okay, hi. You see why he has his name blue-bellied. These guys are called Radiated Tortoise. Got like a big hump on their back. Really interesting. Back to the aquariums. These are the fish you would find in Sri Lanka. Big giant fish. Oh man, look at these cute little ultraviolet looking fish. But they look cool in their black light. Black and yellow. There's a parrotfish.
Look at that big one.
Guys at the bottom are called Weedy Scorpionfish. Very interesting looking. Look at him. Look at him. Just look at that face. Exhibits from British Columbia. Got a multitude of starfish, anemones, or anemone, whatever it's called. Purple sea urchin. Have you ever seen the movies Finding Nemo or Finding Dory? This is what the clownfish lived in. Anemones. These are called striped shrimp fish. Little skinny guys. It's a blue hippo tang. These are all the fish from Fiji. These fish are called laryngeal anthias. Orange is the female. The darker orange is the male. This is a cinnamon clownfish. Try and get a view. I apologize for the glare. Little micro enclosures from the Solomon Islands. The touchscreen's not working, so I can't tell you what these are, but I know these are clownfish. And there is a purple starfish in the back. Again, I do not know what the regular names of these are. This is a larger tank for the Solomon Islands. Lots of different coral. Various fish species. Again, I cannot tell you what type of fish these are as the touchscreen's not working. But they're still pretty to look at. Habitat is from southern Australia. You can see sea dragon. That is so cool looking. It's called a leafy sea dragon because look how he has leaves on him. These guys here are called weedy sea dragons. From the Lord Howe Islands. A lot of colorful fish. a speckled angelfish. Very cool, he has the blue around its eyes. And a green pumice.
Like leaves. They're cool, right?
These orange and yellow are called painted goldies. Got some jellyfish. Well, it's translucent. Let me look. Always pays to come back and check again. This is the sloth. He moved. Having some yummies. They're having something to eat. This place has a nice gift shop. It's gonna be quite loud in here and a lot of people. There are numerous school groups here. Just want to give you guys a really quick look. Some of the stuff you can get. Different stuffed animals, bookmarks. Different size cups, sippy cups, coffee mugs, mini shot glasses. If you're a fan of snakes, you get yourself a stuffed snake. Yeah, how'd you like to have one of these cooled around you at night? Various collectible figurines. There's numerous books. There's also an additional bookstore downstairs. Got fluffy pink flamingo pens. Additional stuffed animals. Some of the giant clownfish. They even have Finding Dory books. Other Finding Nemo and Finding Dory items. This is real popular with school groups. You have little cheap knickknacks you can purchase. Pencils and pens and little buttons and mini snow globes, things like that. They offer fancy stuff. They're like they're made out of beads. The gnome and a shark and a jellyfish and owls. Several little birds. And some of the frogs and ants. One last look at the penguins by the door. I'm heading out. All that vegetation inside sometimes need to be replaced or they add additional plants. Workers are bringing things in or getting them set up anyway to be brought into the aquarium. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed my tour of the Dallas World Aquarium. This place had so much more to offer than I was expecting. I was expecting just, you know, water tanks and things like that, but there was a lot of other animals here, both land and sea creatures of all different types. This is a really nice setup. A lot bigger on the inside than it appeared on the outside. I highly recommend this place. Entrance fee is $22.50. There's a $10 fee to park. It is self-parking. Go to a little kiosk, enter your money and your parking number, and you get a little ticket to spit out. You put it on your dashboard so they don't get your car towed away. Make sure you do that when you come. They said this place is real popular with school groups. So there's a lot of kids here today. Well worth the trip. Highly recommend it if you were in the Dallas area. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.